this thing on? Just making
Yeah.
sure. April the 14th. Today is Wednesday, May the 1st. It's the greatest month in motorsports. I thought about calling it off again, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it to the boys. I couldn't do it to myself. Couldn't do it to you guys. It's my favorite time of the week. We had to rock and roll. So we're back. Layin Coin episode, no clue, because I stopped keeping count, tracking bets. I stopped doing all of it because I'm working ridiculous hours, but we're here and we're having fun. And we survived Talladega. We won some money at Dover. And I'm ready. I'm glad to be back with my homies here. My boys, Roars. It's been a while since I've heard your voice. We obviously text every day. Zach, we text every day. Bets, life, whatever else gets thrown away. We're all, Zach, what's your hat? I was going to say we're all three wearing banger hats, but I can't tell what it is.
I got Benny Parsons' hat, baby.
There you go. Never saw him race a lap in my life, but here we are. Banger hat. All right, boys.
You need Benny back announcing too.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Benny Parsons is a hell of an analyst.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Well, I'll have to let you guys tell the stories because I don't know shit about fuck.
Probably the best driver analyst. Way better than even the ones we have now.
Yeah.
Entertaining, informative. Like he was a fun. All right.
He's got like this personality that everybody does not have.
I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say it, and I'm allowed to say it because I'm one. He was a funny fat guy.
I thought you were going to say nerd.
No, he's a funny fat guy. And he just, he was fun. He told you how it was. He didn't hold back. He just said what was on his mind.
All right, fair enough. Side note, I know that I don't think either of you listen to the Fox broadcast, but my dad, I kind of like Harvick, but my dad every week, whether I'm at the race or I'm, have the TV meter or whatever, my dad's like, Harvick is really good. So I don't think you guys listen, but for what it's worth.
I listen. I watch Fox or whatever for the super speedway races because I don't feel like I have to be on top of lap times and all that. Yeah, he's good. The Fox as a whole is awful.
Jesus, dude. There was a TikTok, the guy, he recorded himself watching the race, and maybe it's an Instagram reel, and he's every time like chasing Kyle Busch got on the wall at Dover. He's like, nothing. And then when they kept saying that Bowman caused the wreck, but it was Zane Smith, he's like, Zane Smith, Byron? Nope, not Byron. Zane Smith. And then when they go side by side with 6 laps to go and Larson is like within 2 car lengths, what are you doing, Fox? Like, get your shit together. It was funny. It's we joke about it. We're laughing right now. But it is fucking bad. It's really, really bad what Fox is doing right now. Terrible. It's a terrible.
Dude, here's what I'll say. Because the last race I watched on there was Dega. And so, like, you'll be watching and you'll just see a car randomly peel off for the pits. They don't even fucking address it. Like, they don't even say, oh, there goes a car into the pits. Or, hey, that was Chase Briscoe or whoever.
Him is way.
And then,
way.
Like, he don't even do Mike Joy don't even do play-by-play anymore. Like, ready? Here's how he calls the pit stops. Oh, here's a bunch of cars coming into the pits. And then they have that same stupid fucking camera angle at the end of pit road, and they're like, "Oh, here they come!" Awesome, that was so cool. And then they go. Tell you who's been...
Yeah. And then they go. They get the top 4 drivers in the box, which I don't mind. Fine, whatever. But you have no idea what else is going on.
Again, like ESPN did it best back in the day. On one side, you put, here's the end of pit road view. You're looking down pit road, and then you put your top 3, top 4 in boxes next to it. Like, it's not fucking rocket science.
No, but I'll tell you what is rocket science is the camera Mitch number 9 zooming in on the girls. That was funny.
So here's what I'm going to say about that. That how I watch the races through that multi-viewer, that F1 multi-viewer with the in-car cameras. When it's not Fox's part of the season, you get 2 extra cameras, and it's a battle cam and the aerial cam. And I'm pretty sure Mitch was in charge of one of those because last year during NBC's portion of the schedule, you would get some nice looks.
Really?
Yep.
Now, I'm pretty sure you can you still watch that through the NBC app, or is that the NASCAR app they have a battle cam, or am I making that up? No, I thought you could
When
watch that.
as long as it's not Fox doesn't allow that because that's how great they are and
Oh,
care
of
about
course. Why would they
furthering the
not?
sport. Exactly. So you can't get it for Fox races, but for non-Fox races, you can. They'll have the battle cam and that.
So we're probably a month away, 6 weeks away from NBC, or yeah, because it's like
Which,
Nashville, right? Sonoma or Nashville in June.
yeah, but I mean, they don't care anymore either. They lost Junior. They gave up the Xfinity series because they're going to make a ton more money having Michigan State versus Purdue on instead. And that's why they gave it up. They gave it up so that because they signed that big college football deal, and they didn't have a place to put the games last year. It was a clusterfuck. That's why we had Xfinity races at weird times. So that's
That
why
makes sense.
NBC just gave it up, and they're still doing it. It's just going to be on the CW instead because they can make more money having a college football game on.
Sure, and I don't know if it's accurate, but I saw it on Twitter, so it must be. The CW's in like 90-something% of all households that have TV, streaming, cable. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
The
you can pick
CW
it
is
up on the
included.
antenna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy. I mean, that's got to be good news. I laughed when ACC signed a CW deal and like the Live Tour is on CW. Like that shit's just funny to me. But now that the layers are being peeled back, it makes sense. Everyone gets it. So now it's no Fox, it's no NBC, it's no ABC, it's no ESPN, but just damn sure you're gonna have it on your channel lineup. So all right, well, enough of the roast of Fox. I feel like I'm listening to the I listen to Sirius XM, and all they're talking, every single advertisement this week is the roast of Tom Brady. We're going to hold his cleats to the fire and Netflix special. You guys clearly don't listen to Sirius XM. Anyway,
What do you learn listening to them?
I don't listen to NASCAR radio anymore because half of them have me blocked. They run stacking pennies half the day. They run RFK's podcast half the day. Like Dave Moody's an hour shorter. He's blocked, so I don't listen to him anymore. The morning drive, I'm already at work at that point, so I don't get to listen to them. Bagman, I love the Bagman. I don't listen to shit. What I used to listen for was when drivers came on, I listened to Joey Logano's segment. I still think that every once in a while I'll catch the highlights of it on Twitter because Joey kind of lets loose a little bit. He kind of tells you how it is, and he'll give you a little bit of insight. But yeah, as for the callers, like if you listen to I listen to Mad Dog Radio, Christopher Russo, he's one of the best to ever live to do radio. He's so good, and he's got a memory of it's just unbelievable. The callers that call into his channel are like actually intellectual. The callers they add something. The callers that call into NASCAR radio, I'm driving through Oklahoma right now. I'm just wondering why Kyle Larson hadn't won every fucking race this year. Dave, can you please tell me why? I'm like, this guy's adding nothing to what I'm trying to listen to. So
only time I enjoy that show is when somebody plucks his fucking nerves.
Yeah,
that's the only time I like listening to that show.
Should I call in and be
I don't even listen because I quit paying for fucking XM. I just said fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't listen to NASCAR.
That was the only reason that I basically had it was because of that, and like can pick up random games or whatever anytime I want. But
yeah, when you're driving,
fuck them. They're so terrible.
Yeah, it's just it is what it is. But I think I might call in to Dave's show and be like, Dave, why'd you block me, dude? He actually, you know what? I might build it up, and then be like, Dave, you blocked me for calling my friend a dumbass. Why'd you do that? And then he's just
guilt of association. I guarantee you, he clicked on my tag, like clicked on it, seen that he had blocked me, and he's just like, all right.
This guy's getting
blocking this asshole too.
Did you
that
see
would be hilarious.
The DBC clip that what was the number that Brett Griffin had blocked? Like 2,700 people or something.
Oh yeah, dude. What's the point of social media if you have that many
Guilty.
people blocked?
I know, dude, and like I
Wait,
guarantee
you have a bunch of people blocked?
No, Brett blocked
Oh,
me. I'm just
oh.
saying, like Brett and
Damn.
I probably align on views like more than most people. And he said something about deserving, like some driver deserved something, and I'm like, Brett, no one deserves shit in life, and he fucking blocked me. I'm like, Brett, come on, dude. You know just as well as I know that nothing is given. All right,
Oh,
no one
all
deserves
right.
shit. Thank you, Zach. Golly.
Yeah.
Fuck.
All right,
Yeah,
well,
I don't-
fucking world.
go ahead.
I don't think I'm blocked by any of them, but I don't think I interact with any.
I'm blocked by AJ Allmendinger too.
How? I told him he was
Jesus.
canceled. Let's see if I'm blocked.
I don't know. Probably something I said to Moody. They're
Tell him
butt
he's
buddies.
canceled. That ain't his fault that the car sucks and the team doesn't care anymore, and they're just
No.
I'm not here.
Well, let me back up. I blacked out on the golf course Saturday morning. Tee time's at 8:40. I get home at about 1:15, a little after the Xfinity race starts. I'm still lugging beers. And I tweeted out the picture of my two friends taking a nap, taking a little snooze on the couch while I'm still lugging beers, watching the Xfinity race. Brandon Jones is in the top 5. We have a very large wager on Brandon Jones top 5. I fall asleep. I wake up. The race is over, but it had just ended. So, like, nothing is updated. Like, I haven't gone on Twitter yet, and I'm looking at a commercial, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I have no idea what happened to Brandon Jones. Then I'm like, what? Well, he finished somewhere shitty. And then it comes out that AJ Allmendinger was involved in the wreck. I don't actually think AJ Allmendinger was the cause of Brandon Jones' misfortunes, but then I tweeted, AJ Allmendinger, you were canceled. So can somebody tell me what happened?
You should probably cancel the guy that is in a way better car that has way more money behind him and sucks ass.
Menards. Yeah. Yeah, he does stink butt. I'll tell you that.
I'm canceling NASCAR on this one. Anytime you throw a caution for fucking rain, pit should not be fucking open.
Yeah, that was so.
That's bullshit. Like, you either gotta
caution waived, and then it's raining, and they're still pacing, but then pit road's
then
open.
they open the pits. Yeah.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
And then,
it's ridiculous.
So then they brought him down pit road, and it wasn't like raining hard enough to bring him down pit road. And then they went back on the track, and then they opened pit road again. But like they chose before the original rain, and then dudes were pitting, so that was all messed up. It was a giant clusterfuck.
Yes.
Cole Custer, dude was the best car, and fucking doesn't win because of stupid rain.
I mean, it's just welcome to betting NASCAR. Shit happens.
Bye my fucking live plus 700.
Damn, on Custer.
Flush down. Yeah.
Damn. I also had a big one on Hill top 5, and he just decided. I saw the replay of that. He just decided to lose his talent, right? Get loose under what's his face, Quapple.
Yeah, some of them guys,
pretty much.
They're like, I'll just wreck. I don't care.
So I had a buddy. Story time. I have a buddy. I'm in this group me. It's called Carissa Thompson Fan Club. There's a lot of gold in that group me. A lot of just degenerate gamblers, 20-somethings, all in the Southeast. Now we've all gone our separate ways. New York, California. 2 terrible states. Good people live in them, though. One of my buddies was like, hey, I'm going down with some people from Bet Rivers to the Xfinity race. Oh, that's cool. Here's a bet. It's like, yeah, we're taking the helicopter down. We're sitting in the whatever suite, blah, blah, blah. So that fired me the fuck up. So that's when I fired on Brandon Jones. Well, he also fired on. Well, he now has the entirety of the suite on Brandon Jones' top 5. And I had to wake up to a bunch of missed calls from him. And I had no explanation for it. I was also 2 sheets to the wind, 3 sheets, whatever the term is. I had no explanation for him. So anyway, I just wanted to tell that story because I know cool people. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I knew you wouldn't like that.
That's sweet. Huh? No, I'm laughing actually.
So like
I thought that story was going to go way better than it did.
Wake up to a bunch of missed phone calls.
A bunch of poor people sitting in the box.
Your dumbass friend lost us his money.
He's supposed to be a fucking NASCAR expert. You should have told him Why did you bet the house on fucking Xfinity Series?
It's the best series in the world, dude. I fucking love that.
Yeah, but it's still, even though it's the best series in the world, I will have to say I've had so many bets killed at the end of those entertaining fucking shit shows. It's awful.
It's the best though. I mean, yeah. All right. I want to talk about something, Zach. You've got some numbers on, and it's been floating around all over Twitter. The pure domination of Hendrick and Gibbs. I mean, it is the most recent that I saw was they've led JGR's led like 1,100 laps this year on non-super speedways. Hendrick has led like 840, and the next best is Penske at like 120 or something just ridiculous. That, like, you guys have watched the sport a lot longer than I have. I'm sure this has happened before where two teams just dominate, or one team, Hendrick goes out and wins however many races that one year with Gordon and Johnson. But, like, this is absurd. Like, there is, Zach, you said this weeks ago, maybe months ago, maybe not months ago, but at least 4, 5, 6 weeks ago. Just bet Hendrick, bet Gibbs, and if you want to throw in a 23-11, fine. But this is absurd. So talk me through what you're looking at, what we've seen the first 8 races, and what we're looking for at Kansas this week.
If we throw out the drafting space or whatever you want to call them tracks, Daytona, Atlanta, Talladega, they've won all 8 races, 4 for Hendrick, 4 for Gibbs. So I'm like, okay, they've won every race. Let's look at top threes. They have 75% of the top threes in those 8 races.
That's absurd.
And so the raw number on that is 18 out of 24 available top 3 positions. They had at that. So that's 75%. And then top fives, they had 60%, 24 of the available 40. It's just, I mean, it's a game of milliseconds or hundreds, thousandths of a second. So these teams that spend the most and have the most resources, there's no parity. Like, I thought this car was supposed to bring parity. No, it's not. Because everyone's in the same box. So the little tools that you have is what's going to win. You're going to have the better pit crews. Of course, the guys that pay the most are going to have the best pit crews that can practice the most, that get the most reps. I'm sure the engine is a big area, My biggest thing is Ford has no top team, and that's the biggest problem. Who's Ford's top team? Because
Ryan Blaney.
It's got to be Blaney, right? That's like
no. I mean
pickings.
like Pence.
Oh, you're talking about
have,
like actual team.
Yeah, like we got Hendrick, best Chevy team without a doubt. Gibbs, best Toyota team without a doubt. I know there's not many, but Ford, like,
it's supposed to be Penske. I mean, it on
well, when you have
paper, dollars, it's probably Penske.
I'm gonna tell you what, if Front Row had some better drivers, I mean, I'm not knocking Michael McDowell and Ty Gilliland. I mean, but I think if you put some actual drivers in there, Front Row might be the fastest.
So Penske has the next top threes, the highest number, and it's 3 top threes.
Damn. Dude, think about that. 8 races, and Ryan Blaney and Joey Logano have combined for 3 top threes. And those are your back-to-back NASCAR champions. That's crazy. And dude, that's wild. Do you think this continues? So my follow-up question to that is, and I think it was either Roy or Zach said, Denny is last year's Truex. Does that happen again, or do these two just keep firing away?
I think it's going to be like when Harvick and Hamlin won all those races a couple years ago. But once you get into the playoffs, anything can happen.
We got 2 fucking plate tracks in these damn things, and what, 2 road courses?
Yeah, but I mean, it just.
I mean, it just throws a different fucking. I mean, those are 4. You never know what the fuck's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
right there.
As the season as a whole, I think Gibbs, 23-11, and Hendrick. My thing is, who's Hendrick gonna acquire? Because I'm sure they don't like that Joe.
Say that
They
again.
gonna
You kind of cut out.
so when you think about it, Joe Gibbs has 6 cars, right?
Sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hendrick has 4.
Yep.
So maybe there's 2 charters for sale. Maybe Hendrick
Oh,
helps someone get a team
Spire.
going. I don't think
Junior.
Spire.
Junior.
Yeah, but like
Junior.
with the charters, like, dude, I don't know if you heard Denny, but that sounds not going good at all.
So let's talk about that. So no, I didn't, but I did see. I quote tweeted it like 2 weeks ago. Maybe it was last week. It was Phelps, I think, saying he feels really good about the charter agreement, and then people are like, "I don't give a fuck what Steve Phelps says." So no, enlighten me on what Denny said, and sounds like it's worse
Basically,
as it's been.
yeah, he said, and again, I'm telling you, this is all because of Jordan and his business partner, because they want to set it up like how NBA and NFL and all that set up, and that's why this is dragging out, because usually they just do what NASCAR tells them to. I'm not trying to be mean, but that's usually what they do. Now they have these other business people in there, and I think that's changing how everything's looked at. Um, but basically, what Denny was saying is, okay, so what the teams want is they want the charters guaranteed for life. They don't want, and I understand that they don't like. So right now, your charter is only good for this season. After this season, the charter agreement's up, so there is no, nothing. Your charters could be worth nothing next year. They could just get
Right.
rid of them. So they want that. And he said, they are splitting everything 3 ways. And when the tracks are making money and NASCAR's making money and teams are losing, it's not really fair.
Yeah, I get the point, and it's what makes that crazier is Spire just spent however many tens of millions on a charter that there's a question mark about if it's even going to be a thing next year. So I agree, though. I think it's kind of cool that Jordan and his buddy, whatever his name is, I don't know, Curtis, Chuck, Dick.
Yeah, it's Curtis something.
All right, well, Vors, did you listen to Actions Detrimental? Let's talk about our little feud here between your bitch boy and my champion megastar. I'll let you go
Champion megastar of which series?
The 2024 Cup Series.
Yeah, good luck.
Talk to me about
I think
it.
somebody else is gonna have something to say about that. I look at this season reminds me so much of the COVID year with Harvick and fucking Hamlin winning like every other. It was just like back and forth every other week, and they were running second behind. I mean, like it was like first second, every race. Whoever could get out in clean air. I mean, it. I don't know. The playoffs just suck.
The playoffs. He's back. I was trying to muster up a tweet from old Roars.
The playoffs suck bad.
Playoffs,
like 10 race chase. I felt like that was pretty good, just because like it does have to do with some consistency, and I feel like racing is a consistency sport, not just a one-off game. 7 or whatever, to finish things. And no, it just makes it where some like any dumbass can just kind of like weasel his way in there now, because we got 2 spacer tracks, 2 road courses, and I don't know.
So what I'm hearing is
you're making fan.
No. What I'm hearing is you're making an excuse on why Denny has 0 championships. That's the excuse, right? That's what I'm hearing. The playoff format.
I'm just saying, like, he's been there and choked it. I mean, they fucked that all up. What did they do? Put tape on the front of the car that time?
Yep.
Dumb fucks.
Zach.
I would say Denny would probably have a couple championships if it wasn't for the system.
And a piece of tape.
Yeah, I don't think the piece of tape matters. You still got to win. You still got to win Phoenix,
No, I'm talking about.
We can go back. We can
Homestead,
go. I can look it up.
Ago.
I thought you were talking about Pocono when he had that piece of tape.
No, that wouldn't have mattered. No, one more win, dude. You could win 8 races in a season. It does not matter. That's Roy's point. I get it.
I mean, he might do it, but I mean, and the thing that sucks about Phoenix now is I mean, even when he got when he got penalty, what did he do at Phoenix? Oh, pitted, and then the caution came out, or they didn't pit, and then the caution come out, or whatever, and they had to pit. Lost all that track position. He couldn't drive back up past 11th and 10th. I mean,
Can't pass.
it's such a shit. It's just such a shit setup with a shit car.
All right, time out. No.
Ass.
Do you watch
Really?
the NFL playoffs?
Yeah.
Do you enjoy it?
I don't really give a shit as long as the team that I bet on wins, honestly.
Yeah, his favorite team's never in the playoffs.
Yeah, good point. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, this is a good time to remind you. Hold on. Blake Bortles has more playoff wins since 1996 than your entire franchise.
Okay. I don't give a fuck.
That would be 2-1.
I really honestly don't. Only reason I watch is because I'm good at fantasy football.
I'm getting somewhere.
And
is the Super Bowl champion a fraud?
I don't know. It's whoever they want it to be that year.
Okay. All right. I can't have this conversation with
Nice
you.
try.
Well, since Denny is the biggest personality, then he's the winner, right? NASCAR just gets to choose him, right? Is that what I'm
Might
hearing?
be. Whitney's been saying it's his year. He's gonna win it, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
We're gonna be rich if Denny wins the championship. Let me tell you, we're gonna be rich. I'm gonna go back and find all the clips.
Come down, who's in that Final Four with him?
Yeah.
What if Bell's in there with him? Bell put a whooping on them boys at Phoenix.
Yeah, but so did Truex in the spring last year. That didn't matter. Oh, I guess he didn't make it, did he? No, he didn't make it.
He had all them points because he was superstar during the regular season, but knocked ass in the playoffs.
Yep. Roars, before we move to Kansas, is this a sexual vape that my face is plastered on?
Multi-use vaporizer.
Are you getting this advertisement on your Twitter?
No,
bro, what?
I got that. I got that from somewhere originally and saved it in my phone for further use. I knew I was going to need it. And then I sent it to Stu, and Stu put your face on it. And I scrolled through my camera, I'm like, I got to have a picture of him smiling. I was like, there it is. Put that one on there.
Better sessions, solo or together. Me and Denny.
Oh.
So I'm like, is this some sort of sexual, like those chocolates you're supposed to eat? You see that on TikTok everywhere? Oh, brother. You guys might be too old for TikTok. Oh, no, Rory's not. Rory's not too old.
Yeah, I haven't been getting on that.
All right, let's talk Kansas. We're going on hour. I can't do math.
28 minutes.
Thanks, Cap.
Hey, we're marking it. 28 minutes. There you go. You made it this long.
Oh yeah.
We're starting to talk about the track.
Yeah, 28 minutes. We'll put it in the description just for you, Nimrod. We're going to start talking bets 28 minutes in. Damn, I'm getting really good at this whole, I guess we are. We're getting really good at this whole 30-minute in. Start talking about next week's race. Oh, by the way, I forgot to do Grid Rival last week. My bad. So we dropped like 15 spots. Yep. Oops. Oops. Anyway, all right, first things first, of course, we're going to talk qualifying. And, Zach, I want you to tell all the people about Caesars, all the bullshit going on, and talk to me about bets. Actually, time out. Sorry. Back up. We got to go comp tracks first. Sorry.
For Kansas, just any of the 1.5 miles and some Michigan. Charlotte, Michigan, Vegas, Texas from earlier this year. And then the 4 Kansas.
And Michigan, because it's sweeping, runs, little bit of draft. I like it. Usually Zach's got at least one little nugget, little Larry Mack nugget that he's got up his sleeve, right? Nashville.
Definitely Michigan, because Michigan, you're wide open. Most of these tracks are wide open. Driving style compares.
I like it. So you're going to rank them Kansas, Vegas, Michigan, Charlotte, Texas. Is that how it goes?
Yes. Yes. Except for qualifying, because Charlotte last year was a rain up.
Roger. All right, well, let's fire it up. Qualifying.
All right.
Run it.
So we got Christopher Bell coming in number 2 in the power rankings. He was a monster last year on mile and a halfs, winning poles. Kansas last year, he had a pole here in the fall. He had a pole here in the spring in 22. He had a pole at Michigan. He was on the pole at Vegas in the
Jesus.
fall. He was 10th at Vegas in the spring and 3rd at Texas earlier this year. So give me 8-1 on someone that's second in my rankings. I'm going to jump all over. I got a lot on Bell. The dude he's probably the best qualifier in NASCAR, especially at mile and a halfs. So I'm going to ride with him and just hope Larson doesn't beat me. Larson is 1 in my rankings, but his odds are 4-1. I'd rather have an 8-1. I also got down on Joey Logano. He's 25-1, and he for the 4 races here at Kansas, 34th, he had an issue. Then 2nd, 6th, and 11th. He has a pole at Vegas earlier this year, which really puts him up there for me. And at 25-1, I grabbed some of him. Also, his teammate Austin Cindric. I know he's not the best racer, but the dude can qualify. He was 3rd earlier this year at Vegas and also 8th at Texas. And with these qualifying bets, and he's 75-1. So I'm happy if he gets to the final round. You get to the final round, I got a chance at 75-1. I can't, you can't complain about that. And then finally, we got 100-1 on Chase Briscoe. He doesn't have great numbers qualifying at Kansas. 12th and 13th and 22. But this season on the mile and a half, 6th and 5th. So again, if I can get a guy that's 100-1, we get him into the second round, something happens, and hey, maybe we can win. But I really think Bell, it's probably going to be Larson, Bell, or Reddick is probably, and maybe Byron is probably your top guys. I just prefer to bet the longer numbers, so I like Bell. And then I did get down on one head-to-head, and that was Cindric against McDowell. It was -115 when I bet it. If we go off their average starting position here in next gen, Cindric's 11.25 and Michael McDowell is 20.5. So just a big difference there. Yeah. So I went with that also. That's what I got for qualifying. I really like Bell, and at 8-1, I thought that was a great number.
So Bell qualifying stats, Kansas, and comps, incredible. You just told me arguably the best qualifier in the Cup Series right now.
Correct.
As for races, finishes, average running position, not great for your boy C. Bell over the last few comp track races.
Yeah, I would say he's probably like 5th to 12th. I wouldn't bet him to win.
Yeah, no, I love the qualifying. I completely agree with you. I'm going to make an argument here in a second on why you should fade Christopher Bell in the race. Just saying. But 8-1. What numbers are still available? All of them?
Let me see.
I can pull it up. I just had it pulled up.
At this moment, qualifying. Bell is 7.5.
Pound it.
Cindric's 60. I would still bet that. Briscoe's 80. I would still bet that.
Mm-hmm,
and Joey's 20. I would still bet that.
Yeah. Okay. Not terrible. It's been worse. It's been way worse.
Yeah, it's been way worse.
Oh, it's been way worse, brother. And if you can't find the damn qualifying odds, just open your desktop or your phone, click view on your phone, and then click the name of the race. It's the stupidest thing. It's like Caesars. It's like these books, not just Caesars. It's like these books just don't want us to bet NASCAR. And Caesars has 1,000 different offerings. I mean, they got 500 offerings. You can bet on 500 different things, but they make it fucking impossible to find it. It's ridiculous. It's frankly ridiculous.
Then, do you see, they're having a rough couple weeks here. So then, one time you'll log in and you'll click, to win, and it'll be by alphabetical order of the drivers. Yeah. And then the next time it's by odds, and it's just dude, I love Caesars because they let me bet. They don't cause me issues. But the customer user interface experience is pretty horrible.
That happens with Hard Rock when odds first come out. They'll have them by alphabetical order, and then they'll put them in number order. That's how we got that Ty Gibbs at 150 to 1 or whatever. And they still didn't change the number, though. What are your thoughts on a Riley Herbst 250 to 1? That's plus 250,000. Stuart Haas prepped car for the pole. Not going to happen, but how about a couple of dollars?
I mean, the dude qualified. I bet him at Talladega last year, I think, in the fall, and he made the final group. It would be a Stuart Haas car. Let's see.
Isn't it Rick Ware?
Yeah,
but it's Stuart Haas. Just like last year. Last year it was Rick Ware, but at Talladega it was a Stuart Haas prep car.
Yeah. Ah, okay.
Let's see. Barry. I mean, besides Briscoe, none of the Stuart Haas guys have really looked great in qualifying, so I would probably say no.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well,
if they all looked good, like the whole team, like Briscoe's the only one that's made a final group, and he did it both times this season, and all the rest of them are like high 20s and 30s. So to me, that says it's not the team's fast, that Briscoe just qualifier.
Yep, good point. Fine. We got some juicy qualifying bets this week. Sometimes it's matchup heavy. Sometimes it's 3 of the top 8 favorites. Sometimes it's juicy. Sometimes we only play 8 to 1. So I know for a fact. Well, you're gonna have to tell me if it's a fact, but I guarantee that you've had at least one guy in the final round of qualifying probably every week of the season, right?
Oh yeah,
I'd have to imagine.
Probably more than one.
Yeah. So
I wouldn't be happy if there was only one. I'll be honest.
Yeah, let's go, baby. And there's some juicy numbers. God, Cindric just does it. Cindric just finds his way to the next round. And like you said, just get me in the next round, and then hell, maybe we'll get lucky. We'll get some
that last round is so, like, I hate it. Like, I wish it would just be one round and done, because I would probably do a lot better. Because, like, you got to factor in, okay, this guy gets to cool down a little longer than this guy. Maybe his teammate is going to go out earlier, so he might get a little, be able to adjust. It's just so that second round changes so much. I think I'm going to research it. I want to see in the next gen how many times the guy that was first in the first round went on to win the pole.
I can't imagine that it's a very. I mean, what's your guess? My guess is 50%. It's my guess.
I was going to guess like 27.
Oh, brother.
Between 25 and 30.
Oh, wow. It's that bad. Wow.
So, like, it's the last guy. So the last guy that goes out in the final round is the guy that was fastest. How many times does that last guy win the pole? Not a lot.
Sure. Fair point. Okay. All right. Anything else to add on qualifying, or should we talk a little bit of bets? And we're going to talk some trucks too, because I got a couple truck bets that I fired off today during my lunch break.
No, I'm all good on qualifying. That's all I got.
Let's fucking go, baby.
Really excited for Bell, man. I would love if he pulled. I got the max down on him.
I was gonna say, so you might have a substantial amount of doll hairs down on Christopher Bell. Is that what I'm hearing?
Lots of the Caesars max that they allow me.
Well, I'm gonna find a way to get down. Don't you worry. All right, it's Christopher Bell, 7.5, 8 to 1, whatever you get him at now. Go slam a gem at it. I'm assuming you've put him in the Discord as well.
Oh yeah, I put everything in there first.
Cool.
It's probably not 8 to 1 anymore.
7.5.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, let's talk some cup bets. Fuck it. Why not? My favorite bet of the week. We're just gonna start off with it. Fuck it. Ross Chastain top 10 minus 115. Now, you're probably thinking, what has he done? He hadn't done much, but he's been Mr. Top 10. So we have 9 comp races. We got all 4 Kansas races in Gen 7. We got Coke 600 from last year. We got Michigan. We got the 2 most recent Vegas races, and Texas. Now, Texas was a big load of bullshit. A lot of lard. A lot of guys that ran well, didn't finish well. A lot of guys that it just was a stupid race towards the end. Okay, so like there's a lot of red. Usually when Zach sends me these sheets, guys at the top of the board, there's a lot of green, right? A lot of good finishes, a lot of good average running position, right? There's a lot of red up there for Texas. Same with the Coke 600 in Charlotte, but the rest of them very, very much aligned. Now, if you take out Charlotte and Texas, Ross Chastain is arguably, I mean, he's top 3 for sure. Let me read you these finishes. 4th at Kansas this year, 4th at Vegas this year, 5th at Vegas 2 last year, 7th at Michigan, 13th at Kansas 2 last year, 5th at Kansas 1, 7th at Kansas 2 in 22, and 7th again at Kansas 1 in 22. It's a lot of top 10s. The 7 out of 9. I just named you 6 top 10, 6 out of 9. # nice. Ross Chastain is Mr. Top 10. He is 5th in the Cup Series in average running position. That includes a 32nd place finish at Texas and a 22nd at the Coke 600, where he was dog shit. I remember being so balls deep with Ross Chastain, and him and Suarez were literally 20th place cars. It is terrible. But that's not Kansas. Charlotte's not Kansas, and it's not a 600-mile race. Average finish, Zach, I know you're not a big fan of finishes, but Ross Chastain, 4th on the 9 comps, 9.42. And whenever you hear me talk about a top 10 bet, I have 3 top 10 bets this week. Whenever you hear me talk about a top 10 bet, it's usually when these guys have an average finish on the comp races that Zach provides for me. Usually they average a top 10. So this week, Ross Chastain, 9.42. The guy right above him, Ryan Blaney. Now, the Fords are getting a lot of hate. All right. The Fords are getting a ton of, where they at? But in my opinion, Ryan Blaney does not fall into that category. It's like the Kevin Harvick, Stewart Haas deal from last year. Like, yes, aside from Kevin Harvick, Stewart Haas stinks. Aside from Ryan Blaney, Ford stinks. Now, he had one bad race at Texas. Now, when I say bad, I mean he wrecked himself. Maybe he got a little arrow loose, whatever it was. But he wrecked at Texas in turn 1, the torrential turn 1, hit the wall, out of the race. But was he a top 10 car that day? Probably not. But once again, funky race. I would say he was anywhere from like a 11th, 12th to 15th, 17th place car. That's where he was. So did he warrant a top 10 bet? Probably not. But the other 8 comp races, unbelievable. Second average running position, 8.1. That's ridiculous. Third in average finish, 9.2. That's ridiculous. Third in NOD speed. That's ridiculous. For the last 5 comp races, top 10. Dominated the Coke 600. And if you take out the DNF at Texas, in the other 8 comp races, his worst average running position in each of the 8 races is 10.6. That's absurd. Ryan Blaney is fast. He's going to be fast this week. Now, Logano, who knows? Stewart Haas, probably not, but who knows? Ryan Blaney will be a top 10 car. He's minus 115. Him and Ross are both minus 115 for a top 10. I slammed both of them. Am I a little scared of Ryan Blaney? Yes. I'm not scared of Ross Chastain. Ross Chastain is going to be fast. I'm a little scared of Blaney just because of like the chirp that I'm getting in my ear from everybody on Twitter and people on shows and whatnot. I'm letting it get to my head, but the numbers don't lie. I told Zach last night, he spiced up my sheets. I've got like 8 tabs now. I've got all sorts of shit. I said, Zach, if you send me this shit every week, I will literally quit my job and I will win so much money betting on this. It's unbelievable. So why not start 2 massive top 10 bets? Ryan Blaney, Ross Chastain, both minus 115, top 10er. Lock it in.
I think I'm gonna back you on that.
Let's go, baby. Let's fucking go. Come on.
He's 4th in the power rankings. I mean, he gets it done. He's clearly the best Ford. He's good at this style of track. I just don't. I think Blaney's going to be, definitely top 10.
I mean, when are we going to have a Blaney minus 115 for a top 10 win? Never.
I mean, I like him more than Chastain, I'll be honest there. How about that?
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like this is Chastain's worst mile and a half.
What scares me about Chastain is
well, let me respond to Roy real quick.
all right.
So Zach, you put together an NLD driver track. So it's just NLD at Kansas basically, and he's 5th in the last 4 races.
Okay.
Blaney
I don't
6th.
know. Yeah. I'm down for it. I just think Ross will probably qualify 20th or some shit, and then maybe you get even plus money on him. They tend to overreact at 1.5 miles, except for Denny and Kyle Larson.
Yeah.
A little bit on qualifying.
Who did you name first? Denny.
Gabe.
Gay boy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gay boy Hamlin. That's what I'm going to start calling him.
Gay boy. Like I responded to your tweet. I'll be as gay as he wants to be, as you want to be. If he wins a championship, I will be gay with a capital G. I'll be
There
rich.
you go.
I'll be one rich gay. How about that?
Yeah.
All right, Roars.
I'll still be
give me some fucking bets over there, brother.
great.
So, hey, hold on one thing.
Okay.
The reason I don't like Ross, I don't think Trackhouse is as good as they used to be. I think they're downswing.
All right.
This hasn't. I don't know. He was a little disappointing this year. So expect him to be better.
I can't argue that. I really can't.
Like
That's
so,
fine.
He just
Suarez is dog shit. Donkey shit. Dog shit.
And that's why I say like the car. It's a car issue because they're both like back from where they usually are. So to me, there's something going on with the car. It's not as good as it used to be.
Okay, so put double the amount on Blaney. Got it.
That's what I would do.
I might have to add it again.
Sounds good. Might join you on that.
Let's go. A little pre-practice and qualifying bets from Zach. Is the world ending?
Maybe.
I was just shocked. Dude, so this is what I do. I look at, you send us the power rankings usually Sunday night after the race or early Monday morning. I just take a breeze, right? I look at the prelim order and then you finalize it. You give it some tweaks or whatever. You might find some new information, yada, yada. I look at that and I go, who could I possibly get good odds on? And of course, Ryan Blaney is 4th. And I'm like, I feel like he's going to be like in the 8 to 10 range. But with how bad Ford has ran, maybe they give us like a 12 for Blaney. I had no idea we were about to get 16, 18 and then open up a whole can of worms with a top 10 number. And as soon as I originally found on Caesars Ryan Blaney finishing position under 10.5, and the under was minus 125. So essentially, you get a top 10 for minus 125. Then Hard Rock opens up this morning, Wednesday morning, top 10s, minus 115. Slam. I couldn't get enough down. So not quite Brandon Jones level, but very close. Very close. Anyway. Roars, you got some bets, brother.
I got a couple.
Yeah? Talk to me dirty. Trucks, Cup, whatever you want to talk about.
A little, we're going to go with a little Tyrone Giblets. Plus 275 top 5. I think he'll be up front. He's had a fast car at the 1.5 miles this year. Pit road malfunction, crew, right rear, maybe, left rear. One of those, I think, is what bit him at Texas, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think he had
some shit. It was
6th and 8th in LD speed at Vegas and Texas, respectively. Yeah, fast cars.
Yeah. I feel like he's going to qualify good, and that number is not going to be there. So I would like to have a little something on him coming in. I mean, I looked at the 20-1, but I don't think he's quite ready to win a race. You got to lose a few of them, and it's going to be really hard to have the speed the whole race long. I put it like this, like Hamlin, Larson, Reddick, they all get stronger as the race goes on. It seems like that's when they step it up a notch, and that high line, especially if that comes into play here. Nobody does it like them. That's why, I mean, I don't feel the need to be on Christopher Bell an awful lot outright. I mean, you might want to be on his placements if you're considering him going in, because he is going to qualify well. He's going to qualify on the fucking pole. I mean, we already know that. So, but I just I think Bell's one of those cats that you might be able to catch a crazy ass live number, and that's always when he's dangerous. And ain't no telling what that dude's numbers have been mid race on most of his wins. It's unbelievable what you can catch on him. I don't know. It's just got. I think Gibbs is going to go back to rolling off a few good races here. I mean, I don't know how much at Darlington. I mean, younger people that don't have a lot of experience at Darlington seem to struggle somewhat. So I wouldn't expect a whole hell of a lot from him next week. But this week, I think he'll have a fast ass race car. Toyota, I mean, what do we say? Bet Gibbs and bet Hendrick every week.
Yeah, not literally Gibbs, but I'm just kidding. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I kind of like it. Let me see what I should have already pulled this up, but I was dicking around.
It might be better somewhere else too. I just
260 on Hard Rock.
Okay.
What did you
the
say?
The only other place that I think Bet Rivers has been kind of beating everybody here lately.
You know, honestly, it's kind of bullshit that they have Gibbs top 10 at minus 160. That's not fun at all.
Yeah, no.
But I like your top fiver.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's worth a shot on a guy that I don't think that number is going to be available come Sunday.
Finished 5th at Vegas this year.
Yes, he did. And probably had a top 5 car at Texas.
Yeah, stupid ending, though. Stupid race. That was a stupid race.
Couldn't pass. You could once you got any kind of penalty, you're fucked.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like
Kyle Larson
rinse,
couldn't
repeat.
even. I mean, Larson couldn't even really move once he got up to around 18th. It just, they aren't separated. I mean, if you watch the fucking lap times, unless you can get on a really good tire wear track, they just don't change from 1st to 15th, especially. I mean, they're running
it's worse than that at Dover.
Fucking, I mean, it's
you're muted, Zach.
Incredible.
Rory, I think it was you that sent the text during Dover. It was you literally said the whole field was running the same lap time. I looked it up. I shit you not. 1st and 20th was like 2.5 tenths. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, and they all fall off. They all fall off the same. So like, there's no advantage. There's no nothing. It's just
tough scene.
Give us a new fucking car.
Kansas has put on some decent racing in the next gen car.
Yeah.
But the only thing that worries me is like the one actions detrimental that you told me to listen to, Zach, a few weeks ago. He was talking about how everyone's, it's all the same and the driving style. And, we used to have these different type of driving styles and, Jimmy Jam could drive off the right rear and now that's non-existent, yada, yada, because it's all the same. I mean, have we gotten to the point, especially like at every track where we're toast, or do you still think there's certain tracks out there, Charlotte, Kansas, Vegas, Darlington, that are still going to be fun intermediates?
I think we're getting toast.
Oh, no.
I think Darlington will be fine. I think Homestead will be fine.
Tire wear.
I don't.
This is the closest one on the 1.5 miles is what makes it interesting is that it is wearing out. Track's wearing out. So.
I don't think Charlotte is going to be entertaining. Again, when I say entertaining, if you can't fucking pass in the top 10, if we go green and 5 laps after the green flag, there's no passing in the top 10, that fucking sucks to me.
Yeah, completely agree.
That is a horrible race to me.
Yep.
Okay? Well, that's every fucking race in the next gen. If I didn't bet, I've said this multiple, I don't know how anyone that doesn't bet watches these races. With the horrible coverage, it's awful.
I guess maybe just to play devil's advocate, just the chaos. I mean, how much just chaos feels like Gen 7 has just produced nothing but chaos at the end of these races. It's just fucking ridiculous. I mean, so that part's entertaining. But yes, my dad has said it for years, dude. Watch the first 20 laps, take a nap in the 160 in the middle, and watch the final 20. That's how you do it. So,
I mean, here I'll tell you what's going to happen at the end. Someone's going to be leading. The second place guy's going to be faster. He's going to be catching them. And if you can't get on someone's outside right rear, you can't fucking pass them. So you just don't let someone get to your right rear, and you win the race.
yeah.
That's why Denny moved his line up.
Like when you catch lappers,
I mean,
when you catch lappers and guys that suck ass, it shouldn't be hard to pass them.
Correct.
Like, I understand, like, one of them clowns was like, oh, it shouldn't be hard to pass the leader. Yes, it should be hard to pass the leader. But when you're a faster car, you should have options. You have no options.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole top 10 stays the same. Like, come on.
Yeah.
That's my rant. Just give me it's like that stupid fucking wing.
Races are won on pit road, like, and positions, basically. I mean, it happens every week.
But you just got like a good example of live betting. Even when the shit like this happens, we're at Martinsville, and Byron started, I don't know, 16th, and he was in like 8th or 9th, 30 or 40 laps in, and I'm like, all right, you guys got any live bets? And Zach's like, I don't know, but Byron's the biggest mover. Might as well bet him. I'm like, okay, sounds good. They're all the same lap times.
What I'm watching, like, I'm looking if you can make passes within the top 10. Like, if you go from 28th to 15th, I don't care. But I might start looking at you. Oh, okay. Now let me see. Can you go from 15th to 6th?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's. And if you looked at last week's race, Larson and Hamlin were the only guys, and Truex at one point that could make passes in the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's not great.
No, nope.
And I don't think it's going to get better.
Well, yeah, because they just want to do everything except change the car. Which, to their defense, like, yeah, probably zillions of dollars to change the car. However, you can't tell me that Xfinity car is more expensive than the next gen car. Listen, just scrap all the metal from next gen, carbon fiber, whatever the hell it is. Maybe we can heat up the carbon fiber and turn it into the Xfinity shaped carbon fiber. Just invest. Give well, fuck it. We'll just have the Xfinity and the Cup drivers driving the same car. Why not? Sure. I mean, it's the best series in the world. It puts on the most entertaining races. These guys get loose when they're underneath one another. They can get to a left rear quarter panel, a right rear quarter panel. They can beat, they can bang. They don't have broken fucking toe links. God, I love that series. So unbelievably fun.
Oh, shit.
Anyway.
Yes.
One more guy I want to touch on before we talk trucks and Grid Rival and get out of here because I'm going to bed, flying to Utah in the morning. Tyler Red Dog Reddick. Now, he's like 575, 6-1. But I had to squeeze this in there. 23-11, the 45 team specifically, 3 different drivers, 3 out of the last 4 Kansas races. Now, if you listen to this show, you're probably a regular NASCAR fan, watcher, gambler. You probably already knew that. If you did not know that, yes, the 45 team, the team that Tyler Reddick is driving for, has won 3 of the last 4 Kansas races, which Kurt Busch, Bubba Wallace as a fill-in, and Tyler Reddick last year. Now, we've been talking, when I talked about my bets, Zach was talking, we had 9 comp races. Well, 2 of the 9 were when Tyler Red Dog Reddick was in the 8 car with RCR. So go ahead and just throw those out. Grab your trash can, fill it up with a trash bag, sniff it, make sure it doesn't smell bad, and then throw those 2 races directly. It was a 30th and a 35th place. One of them is a DNF, so fuck it. In the other 7 races, average running position 7.7. This is all the comp, 7 of the comps. That's good for second in the Cup Series. Average finish of 8.4. It's good for third best in the Cup Series. And NLD speed, 5th. That includes all 9 because my peon brain, I don't know how to figure out Excel exact does. So that was with all 9, but still 5th. He's finished in the top 10 in 6 of those 7 races. And he's also started in the top 5 in all 4 Kansas races in the next gen. So take your Tyler Reddick. if you're thinking about betting Reddick, which I think you need to have something down on Reddick this week, don't bet the 575 or 6-1. Just bet 23-11 to win the race at 5-1. I think that's what I'm getting on Hard Rock. Now,
nice. I like that.
yeah, because Bubba's like, I got Bubba at 16, so I have essentially 2 bets on Bubba, one at 16, one at 5, and then a bet on Reddick at 5, which not the greatest use of assets, of liquid cash, but if Bubba wins, then we're just ultra rich. But yeah, I just like I thought there was going to be more people on 2311 this week. Like I thought way more people were going to be all over Reddick and Bubba, but I just haven't seen. I guess it's Wednesday, so I just haven't seen a lot of chatter about it.
The number for Reddick at 6 is kind of
It's tough.
probably what's keeping everyone away. I think even if it got up to 8, you'd have some people start betting it. Larson, Hamlin. I know 2311's good here, but it just seems like it's the Larson versus Hamlin year. And we haven't even talked about like Byron. Byron just sneaks in and wins. Like that's what the dude does.
That's what he does.
So
him and Fugel.
I mean, I feel like it's Larson, Hamlin, then Reddick this week. And Bubba. I feel like Bubba and Reddick, neither of them have the killer instinct. Like I don't know.
Denny.
Like most drivers.
Sure.
Most drivers have it. Like I feel like they're too in their heads, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's just how younger
Bubba,
people are. Maybe.
For sure.
But even Reddick, like I feel like there's times when he should just close out the fucking race. He has the fastest car and he doesn't do it because he's too busy pissing around. Like I don't know. I just
dicking around and missing pit road.
When you watch in cars, you can see like that's all I watch is the in car cameras.
Mm-hmm.
You can see who's aggressive and who's not. And those guys like aren't aggressive when it comes to being up front. They may be aggressive in the middle of the pack, but they need to bring that to the front if they want to win.
Mm-hmm. Drop your nuts. That's what Zach's advice is. Drop your nuts. All right. Reddick, Bubba, drop your nuts.
I mean, I like Reddick. I've liked him since he was in the 8. I mean, I even liked him back in the Brad K truck days.
Yeah.
He is a talented guy. I want to see I don't know. I want to see some fire and emotion from him.
That's a good point.
He's excited when he wins.
Sure.
He's excited when he wins, but I want to see him I don't know, get pissed off, wreck someone. I don't know.
He's got a little. He's kind of a witty personality, but yeah, you'd never see the fire or the pissed off or the you never see anything interesting out of Tyler Reddick except for a little bit of comedy. Yeah.
He reminds me of Mark Martin type. Again, because I'm older and those are the guys I
No, that's good. No, that's fair. I think that's accurate. Yeah.
Mark was always cool, calm, and collected. And then, off the track, he likes gangster rap. So maybe, Tyler Reddick's cool, calm, and collected. I think he probably, he's probably got a billion shoes and all that shit. So he just reminds me of that. He's just cool, calm, and collected. But I don't know. I want to see him. I want to see some fire from him. Bubba's just a head case.
You want to see the personality Chase Elliott, William Byron, Alex Bowman?
No. I want to see Noah Gragson or Ross.
Yeah, baby. The 1-year anniversary this weekend of the Sucker Punch. Let's go.
How about Larson, Hamlin, Truex, Blaney even has
Blaney's a fun radio listen.
Yeah. He's
a fun radio listen. Yeah.
Dude, here's what I'll say also about watching in cars. Daniel Suarez is the biggest fucking asshole in the fucking series. You know who else? You know who's number 2 is John Hunter Nemechek.
Why?
Because they'll be 2 laps down. They don't fucking get out of the way. John Hunter this week was not getting Denny's leading and Truex was leading and the dude was running on their outside, slowing them down. You're supposed to be Toyota teammates. Get the fuck out of the way. You're 2 laps down.
Maybe the alliance isn't that close.
If you're fighting to stay on the lead
Ryan Newman on steroids.
If you're fighting to stay on the lead lap, I have no problem. Once you're 1 or 2 laps down, just get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah.
Brad. Brad had an issue. That dude was just pulling down or going way high and letting people pass him. And he gave him the Dover, it's big. If you can't get the outside, like you can't come off the corner, you're fucked. It kills your lap
Right.
time. Well, John Hunter and Suarez would just take that away from these guys every fucking lap. And like, I don't know how they like, dude. I just fucking punt you. Like, I'd be done.
Shit.
Like, that's how. Like, I mean, I'm here. You're in my way. You're gone. 3 chances. You know, like I don't know how
I
these guys do it.
appreciate the hard to pass, but obviously not when the guy that I bet on is in first. That's no fun.
And you're 2 laps down. When you're 2 laps down, just get the fuck out of the way.
The 2 laps down, yeah, I'll draw the line there, but
yeah,
respect,
that's
Brad. Respect, brother.
Because he's a racer.
He is. He's a craftsman. He's an owner.
Yeah.
He's a driver. He's Brad Keselowski. All right. Roars, real quick. Truck bets. Then we're doing Abacadabra. And then we'll put some thought into it this week since I fucked it up last week and
golly, you could have abacadabraed it.
I wonder what we would have won.
Would have been better. Would have been better.
Facts.
Maybe.
No, it would have been better. We would have hit at least one. Oh, fuck, dude. We're in 120th now. Fuck. We were in like 48th.
Oh,
fuck.
Gosh.
Damn
that
it.
fucked that up.
All right. Well, sorry, guys. Truck bets. Shockingly, I'm on Majeski top 5 minus 105. That's crazy. I know. Heard it here first. Not gonna bet him outright though. Not with the way.
What do you got him at? What do you have?
Minus 105
for top 5.
Correct.
Yeah. Plus 110 on 365.
Well, fuck me. It's a bet's already been made. 7.5 to 1 for outright. Not crazy about it, but I'll probably end up laying it at some point. But haven't yet. Grant Enfinger top 3 7 to 1. He is up there in the model. Let me pull it up. Nope, that's the cup model. Not what I want. He's 4th in the model. I wanted a top 5 bet. It wasn't juicy enough. It was like 2.5, maybe 225. Not good enough. And then I saw 7 to 1, top 3, drafting track. These trucks are gonna be wide open for like 15 straight laps. The finger. Why not? So I bet the finger 7 to 1, top 3. And
do you trust him in that damn 9 truck? Do you think the 9 truck has a chance to win without Kyle Busch or somebody like that in the race?
That's a Zach question.
I ask myself this like every time I think about.
Mine would be no, not on a 1.5 miles. Like on a short track, yes, I would trust them, but not on a 1.5 miles.
Yeah. Okay. Well, bet's already been made.
I mean, what did you say? It was plus 700 for top 3.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a real good number.
I mean, that's an awesome number, and you never know what the hell might happen.
Truckers going truck, baby.
And he's an experienced veteran that can avoid wrecks, different shit like that, stay out of trouble. Next thing you know, half field's wrecked out. And you got a 4-tire stop or some shit. He's done save tires or whatever. And I think, plus 700, that's huge.
Yeah.
I think Gray's
it's 260 for a top 5, which I was just like,
I think what?
Which
is I think Gray's gonna win.
No, dude. The one week he doesn't have good odds.
Well, maybe he'll qualify bad. It's early. I haven't bet anything yet. I just I feel like it's his week.
I think he's gonna win too.
You know that I have an addiction to this, Zach, and you just had to say that. I'm going to bet it. No, I'm going to bet it. No,
just wait.
No, I'm not.
Just wait. Trust. They've qualified like shit on all the 1.5 miles this year.
No,
but they've had rockets in race trim.
No. I'm not waiting. It's called an addiction.
Do it.
Okay. I'm doing it.
Dude.
Oh, that's Tanner.
If it goes up
70 to 1.
70 to 1?
No, Tanner.
That's Tanner.
Okay. Yeah. I don't want the sucky, brother.
Dude, it's crazy. The younger brother is the dog. That's crazy to me. Crazy.
Yeah.
So you're
Fuck
okay.
it.
All right. Well, he's 6th. Taylor Gray is 6th in the power rankings. So, and
Yeah.
Moffitt. What are our thoughts on Moffitt?
Did you
I'm
see
not
it?
betting
Have
him
you
right
not?
now, but
Have you not seen Tyler Gray's paint scheme this weekend? Neither.
yeah, it's a damn tiger, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's lit as fuck.
Yeah. It's a cool ass looking truck. Actually,
It is
I thought
orange
they
and
did a good
black.
job.
Yeah, Zach, go get you a picture of that. It's pretty sexy.
I don't think Moffitt can win. He's been out a long time. Plus, like that one really hasn't.
It's been hit or
Put him on
miss.
fire this. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure he'll like back half of the top 10, early teens, that area. But I don't know
sure.
for like a win. Maybe, probably not. It's just you have to be in the truck, and he's not Kyle Busch. You can just jump in and win.
He is a truck champion, though.
Yeah, yeah. But when
But
was
I
that?
get your point. Yeah, the one's hit or miss. He's been out of the truck for what, probably 3 years now. I mean,
How
at least
about
2.5.
the whole reason that Jesse Love left Toyota is because of the one truck. They wouldn't put him. Apparently, he was like Heim was supposed to get moved up, and Love was supposed to take Heim. Well, Heim stayed, so Love was like, "I want the one truck," and they told him no. So out.
Wow. So Heim is about to pull like trucks to Cup, and either next year or the year after, right?
But that makes sense because the trucks and the Cup cars are most similar at this point in time.
Right to Arrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point. Wide open, arrow blocking. Yes, this is true. No, they got to put Heim in a JGR car next year, right? You would think. Maybe not. Maybe he just says fuck
Here's
it.
what I'll say about that. Like he's Legacy's development driver.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
He might, dude. If it depends on how many races, dude. If he wins 6-7 races and championship, they might find a ride for him in the Cup
I
Series.
mean, he needs to move up. He definitely needs to
Absolutely.
get on the trucks.
Got to, or else his career's dead in the water. Has to. Yeah. And he runs well in the Sam Hunt cars. Okay, sure. Qualified third at Richmond. Yeah.
I'd like to see him in a JGR. See what he can
Oh,
do.
buddy. When that day's coming. Also,
How
Raja
about-
in the Xfinity car, the Hendrick, that's coming. But go ahead, Zach.
So when you think about it, so like Carson Hocevar, he didn't really do. He went truck to Cup. So like maybe that's kind of Zane Smith's kind of truck to Cup. So like that
I
might
guess
be the
we've
new
seen.
pathway.
Damn, we saw it twice this year. That's crazy.
Well, they say that the trucks drive a whole lot closer to the next gen versus the Xfinity cars.
Yes, that is true. I also took Dean Thompson top 5 at 12-1. C number, hit number. Shout out Jake. C number, hit number. That's what that was.
I got one that I'm just playing because I really can't decide on how well he's going to qualify. That truck came to life at Texas a couple of weeks ago, and that's Layin Riggs. Eventually, something's got to give with the damn bad luck side. Plus 600 on a top 5 and a truck that has ran well here before with Zane in it. Not trying to compare their skill level. I mean, Zane, I feel like with the experience and everything, Texas can be a pain in the ass track where shit bites you. I forgot what happened to him. I think it was a pit stop or some stupid shit. So
I feel like
I don't know.
something happened at the 38 truck team that is not just the driver change. I feel like something else happened. Like I understand the sponsors are saying there's probably the same amount of money coming in, but I feel like something else happened because there's no way that Zane Smith is winning all those races and Layin Riggs is running 12th. There's just something bigger.
Someone said it this week, and I forget who it was. They said like he's trying way too hard. Like instead of just taking what he gets and turning a 7th place truck into a 3rd place truck.
Like I said, experience. I think skill set. I think Layin Riggs has a lot of talent, but it's the thing of doing it. Once he does it, finishes, then I think you'll see more consistency. It's just he's young.
They
and
compared him to Quapple.
short track he's a short track racer that's learning and is learning. It seems like it's a little bit coming together, but it's always other shit that brings him back or getting caught up in a wreck or whatever. But I don't know. It just I felt like they found something there. I put it like that. Like, it has to be a confidence booster that he came through the damn field and was I mean, I took him live and killed him. I mean,
your fault.
I trended his ass.
It's amazing how bad that guy is at gambling. It's pretty wild. Or maybe he's just really good and he's just doing this for the pub on the internet. And he's just putting out the opposite of his play.
You would hope at some point, if he was this bad, he would just start fading his own damn self.
You would think. All right, I just yawned for the third time in about 5 minutes, so we're grid rivaling and we're going to bed. It's 10:30. All right, matchup number 1. Zach, you're going to have to decide because it's Denny and Larson, and we know what side Rory and I are on.
I'm just gonna go with Larson because he's higher in the rankings. It's
Ooh. Okay.
What do you want? I mean, we can, if you want to base it on who has a better picture.
I got same. I'm the same reason, and because he's a way better driver than Denny Hamlin. I don't see Denny Hamlin driving in the Indy 500. See Denny Hamlin driving in the Indy 500? Nope.
Boo. Boo-hoo. Should I bet Larson to win the 500?
I'm just going to play devil's advocate. No. Hold on.
Okay.
Danica's better than Denny since she drove in the Indy 500.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah, she is, actually. That's what I heard. I heard Roy said that, too, actually. It's crazy.
Danica.
Can't see his reaction.
I had to on that one.
Danica crash pick.
God.
What happened? Right. So, no, we'll talk about it another time. We got to talk about.
Keep a mental note.
What happens if Larson actually fucking wins at Indy? Because
that would be cool.
I mean,
like for the rest of the day, he's not making Charlotte.
You don't think? You think if he wins, he's not making the 600? No way. Because of the media or because he's getting fucked ass up?
Media and all that crap.
Yeah.
Oh, brother. That'd be
but again,
sick, though.
We'll talk about that
later.
All
right. Yeah, we'll talk. We'll definitely talk Indy 500 when the time comes. All right, next one, Bubba and Byron. I'm going Bubba here. I like the 2311. I like the 45 team. Like we talked about earlier, Byron's just a sneaky motherfucker, and he's gonna somehow weasel his way into a win. But I'm team Bubba here. Roars.
Bubba.
Oh,
I'll go Byron.
See, Zach's a smart one here, and he knows that Hendrick wins everything. Hendrick and Gibbs.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, Zach. It's 2-1, brother.
I don't know. We got ground to make up. I would have to imagine Byron's going to be the majority play on that.
But I do not want to take the minority plays going forward. Kyle Busch and Ryan Blaney. Zach, thoughts?
Blaney by a mile, not even close.
Agreed.
Blaney.
Second, third, Ryan Blaney. All right, fuck Kyle Busch. Fuck Kyle Busch. Sorry, had to get that one out. I love Kyle Busch, so fuck him. Here's another one, probably a no-brainer. Red Dog versus Bowman. I'm not even
Red
Dog.
Where is this available?
Yeah, I know.
Did you ever watch Price is Right?
Oh yeah.
You know the yodeler guy going up the mountain?
Nope.
You never seen that game? They guess a price and however far they off, the yodeler falls off the mountain. That's where I fell off the mountain going down looking for Bowman.
He's like 17 or 18, right? It's crazy.
And Reddick's third. Come on, it's not even close.
You always got the references, Zach. I love it. He'll say something. He'll text us some, like I'll say something, or Rory and I'll be talking about something. And Zach will just send a reference and crickets. I have to guess the movie.
what happens when you're like 20 years age difference.
Whatever. I wish I watched more movies, but I don't. I fall asleep. All right. Last one. Gragsy Boy and Joey Logano. I mean, flip a fucking coin for shitbox forwards.
I'm gonna say Logano just because I think he's 10th. Is he 10th?
11th, yeah.
11th. Oh, yeah.
I would go Joey.
He's won Kansas 3 times.
Everyone
sat on the pole in Vegas. Yeah.
I mean, what if they? What the fuck is the difference? Is it just Blaney's more adapt to this car? Oh my!
Gotta be the setup, right? Well,
so, I mean,
it's weird if you like go back last season and look like in practice. Logano would have a shit practice and Blaney would be good, and then they both be good in the race. So I don't know if they come with different setups and then they merge to the one they think is the best. But I mean, I don't know. Joey's getting a little older too. Maybe but he's clearly fallen. Like the dude used to be top of the top, and he's not there anymore.
He used to be lights out, dude.
Not even the best driver on his team, Blaney.
Yeah,
no, it's Blaney by yeah. It's had Blaney, defending champ, started this year way better. I mean,
I've retracted. I think back on what I think of Logano anymore. Than how I used to feel. I mean, like Zach said, not even the best driver on your own, team anymore because Blaney's consistently putting it up week to week.
Yeah.
He finds a way, figures it out, something. Hands down, the best driver Ford has in like every one of them.
Not PBR.
No, absolutely.
All right, well, Blaney, all we need from you this week, brother, is a top tenner, and we are halfway to being rich. So, that was a good pod, boys. First time since April 14th, knock a little bit of the rust off. We talked a little bit of shit. We talked some winners. We got some juicy qualifying bets. We did not abacadabra this week. If you're listening this long, I don't know when this podcast can come up, but obviously, hopefully it's tomorrow and not Friday because I'm going to bed after this. I'm not editing. We're outsourcing this week. And yeah, let's go Ryan Blaney. Let's go Seabell for the poll. Let's go. I'm trying to think of one of Rory's bets. Giblets, top fiver, 275.
Tyrone
Giblets. Yes, sir. Big fan.
Let's get a new car. Let's get a new car.
Let's go Xfinity car. Yeah. Woo.
Yeah.
Let's go maybe Amazon, CW, NBC. Yes. Woo. Go NASCAR. And charters. Yeah. All right, boys. Sayonara. Oh, there's the yawn from Rory. Beer don't. See you.
Yeah.